Today I'm going to show you how to write a simple program in Python. Use these steps whenever I ask you to write a program. The first thing we're going to do is test our code using the interactive shell. The interactive shell will give us real-time feedback and will let us know whether we know what we're doing. So here I am in the interactive shell. I'm going to write a simple interview program. My interview program is going to ask somebody who they are and then say hello to them. So I'm going to create a variable called name. And then my assignment operator. I'm going to ask the user what is their name. So I'm going to use the input function. Inside the input function is the question that you want to ask the user. When the user sees what is your name, they will type in their name. And this value will be assigned to the name variable. Once we have the value of the name variable, we're going to print it back out to the screen. And we're going to use some concatenation. We're going to join some strings together. So we're going to say hello, comma, space, the value of the name variable, and then our exclamation mark. And this is what the user will see. Using the interactive shell is great for testing out our commands, but we want to create programs. Programs are lines of code saved in a script file with a .py extension. So the next thing we need to do is write our program as a script. Go to the File menu and choose New File. This will open up an editor. Initially, our script is untitled, so go to File, Save As. Navigate to where you want to save your program. I normally have my students put it in the Colstock code directory, and then there's a Python projects directory that I have them make. We're going to name this one interview.py, all lowercase. This is our program. Now all we have to do is put our lines of code into this file, and then we can run it. We're going to take the two commands we tested in our interactive shell and put them in our program. The first line is the declaration of our name variable. Remember, we're getting the value of the name variable from the input function. We're going to be prompting the user for what their name is. Then we are going to print to the screen using the print function. We're going to concatenate three strings together. The first one, hello, comma, space, then the value of the name variable, and then the exclamation. This is our program. It's that simple. Now we need to execute our program to see whether it works. It's important that you test every line of code you write until it works perfectly. To execute a program, go to the Run menu. See where it says Run Module? Click on Run Module or F5. It will force you to save any changes, so press OK. When prompted, test the program. Type in your name and make sure that it's printed back to the screen accurately. You just wrote your first program in Python, so exit out. In the preceding example, the execution of our code was perfect, but in most cases, you're going to find problems. Make sure that when you find a problem, you go back, you fix it, and that you save your program. You can save with File Save or Control S.